Hey everyone, I'm Lauren of laurenvapes.com, and today I am reviewing the Smok Guardian Sub Kit, and this is what that looks like. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. Looks like a pipe, and it came in a very nice box, very hard. I like it when the boxes are hard. You might have noticed that in one of my other reviews. I was knocking on the box then too. Of course, now that I'm on camera, I can't open the darn thing. Okay, there we go. Whew. Okay, so it looked like that. Came in like with a very sturdy foam, and the pipe was in there, and I'll show it to you in a minute. And you rip out all this stuff. I'm getting covered in box stuff. Anyway, it came with like the instruction kit and extra coils, extra O-rings, the charger, instruction manual. Actually, let me get out the instruction manual real quick because it had something funny in it I wanted to share with you guys. And oh my gosh, this was a bad idea. Whew. Okay, let's just get that out of the way before I cause any more trouble with it. And ta-da! Here is the pipe, and there it is. It's pretty nice, right? And first of all, the first thing that you'll notice about this, if you're dealing with it in person, is that it's freaking heavy. This thing is 1/8 of a pound, and it is very hefty, especially down at the bottom. And it has kind of a fragile feeling to it. Like, I feel like if I drop it, it's not going to survive the fall. And also, it's really big. I don't think I really pull off the look. If you look on their marketing, it's all like very manly stuff. Like, they have like quotes from Ernest Hemingway on the box there. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, Ernest Hemingway on the box. They have like these rugged bearded men smoking the pipe on the website. And in the little instruction manual, the very first page is enjoy a nice vaping experience as a gentleman at your leisure. And so it's marketed for men. And so as a lady vapor, this one isn't really meant for me, but it's so cool, I wanted to review it anyway. And that's kind of what made it so disappointing, actually, is that it's so nifty. Like when look at this. When you press the fire key, which is the little fake tobacco pile here, I don't know if you can see it right, but it lights up. Isn't that cool? Like, when you're vaping it in the dark, it looks like you're actually smoking a pipe. It's really neat. And like, everything about it just looks really nice. And well, it's got some problems. And the first thing is that since you smoke it like a pipe, it's sideways, and that means that all the juice, like normally you're like that and the juice is even all around, gets everything soaked, everything's nice and even, and the coil burns evenly, everything's good to go. But since you smoke it like this, you see how all the juice dropped down below where the coil is? So only this side of the coil is getting saturated and doing all the work. So it burns very unevenly, and that's not so great. Also, this thing is kind of like a pen mod in that you can't adjust the wattage or the temperature or anything about it. And I scoured the internet trying to find out what wattage It is, but I couldn't find any information on that. I mean, it has a voltage output of 3.4, and that is all it says on the back of the box. Yeah, not much information. But the coil inside has a recommendation of, let's see here, 20 to 45 watts. So since that is the tank that it comes with, I'm guessing that the wattage of the actual device is somewhere around that range. I usually vape at a 45 or 50, and this doesn't feel like a 45 at all. So I'm thinking that this is more like, if I had to take a guess, I'd say it would be maybe 30. Like, it's really low. Like, it barely makes any vapor. It doesn't give you a hit. Nothing. I'll take a puff on it real quick right now just so you can see. Actually, I'm surprised that it did that much. But still, no hit, no nothing. And the other problem is the tank. And I know I complain about tanks a lot, but that's because I'm super picky about tanks. I've actually had a helmet tank before. This is the Smok helmet tank that comes with the Guardian Sub. And it's supposed to be leak proof. And if you judge it by just the bottom, yeah, sure, it's leak proof. However, it leaks out the top. And that's no fun at all. I'm actually going to do a written review of this one as well and include pictures of how it spooged all over my desk. And that's not entirely the tank's fault. It's mainly because you can't stand this thing up to store it. Like, you'd have to build some sort of like a special stand or contraption to hold this thing in to get it to stand upright to store it. And I don't have that kind of time or money, so I just, like, you know, set it down normally like anyone would do. And since it was lying down, I'm actually kind of nervous that it's going to drip on my dress doing this, but since you have to store it just kind of lying flat on its side, after a while everything just kind of leaks out the top. And that's no fun. Now my desk smells like coffee vape juice. And that's not as pleasant as it sounds. Like, even after you scrub it all off and everything, there's still that aroma that, like, the oils seep into the wood. It's just, it's heavy, it's awkward, like there's no real good way to hold this. It's really slippery, like you constantly feel like you're gonna drop it, especially if you're a clumsy person like I am. And, like, especially for a woman, like, I know this is marketed toward men, and I understand why now, but it's just, like, it's a little ridiculous. It's a beautiful novelty vape. If you want it just as a display piece or something, then that's cool. But considering the cost and what you get for that cost, I honestly wouldn't bother. And, I guess that's about it. I feel a little bad giving it a bad review, but it's just not worth it. Until next time, bye-bye.